Hi everyone, this is Mammal Joy and welcome to my channel. I'm just sitting outside on the patio today. It's not as warm as it was yesterday. Yesterday was really nice and warm. It's windy today and it's chilly. The sun's not out right now. It has been out most of the day, but I wanted to let you know what was going on with me. I ended up having to go to the ER twice. Once because of my blood pressure, which was over 200, and was kept going up there and being really, really high. And the second reason was I woke up out of a dead sleep and my heart rate was 117, and I had no idea what was going on. So I went to the ER. Anyway, they kept me in there and run a bunch of tests. They thought it was my heart, but they'd done 2 EKGs and a lot of blood work, and they said my heart wasn't the problem. So they uh, put me in the hospital and admitted me in there, and I was in there for several days. I know I was in there for a week, but then they decided they was going to do this procedure on me. They found out that my carotid artery, which I had had surgery on a year ago, that he cleaned it out and said he got everything out, and it was 90% blocked. So I said, well, I'm not going home, because if I go home and have a stroke, I might not be able to get a hold of somebody or even move. I don't feel like it's safe for me to go home with my carotid artery being blocked 90%. So they got me in really quick to have the procedure done, but I stayed there until till they did it. And they got it. They had to put a stent in. It was supposed to take about an hour, and it took 2.5 hours. It had a crook in it at the top, like a candy cane, and he said he had to push and push, and he finally got the stent pushed up there and got the arteries straightened up. So, anyway, I was in there just a couple of days, I think, maybe one day before I came home. They let me come on home, but I had a lot of restrictions. That's why I haven't been able to do anything. I'm not supposed to lift anything with this hand over 10 pounds. Um, Also, I I just needed to be careful about I couldn't drive. So anyway, I want you to know that I am feeling so much better than I did before I went in to have this done. And I know that God has blessed me again, and I am so thankful for that. He watched over me and took care of me and was with all those that attended me and blessed me. And I am so, so thankful. And then I had another little episode. 2 nights ago, I broke my toe, my little toe. I got it caught underneath of me and on something, the material or the thread or something on my chair. And I tried to pull my foot out and it wouldn't come out. It was out, it was underneath of me, and I pulled really hard. And when I did, something popped and I got my foot out and my toe was straight out sideways on the side of my foot. So I had to take my hand and bend it back in. So I'll send you a picture of that and a picture of this when I was in the hospital. Um, but I'm feeling better, and I hope to get back to my videos soon. And I know you'd all probably been wondering what was going on, and I was, even though I felt better, it was another ordeal, and I had to take care of myself because it was a very stressful thing that I went through, and especially since the other one was just a year ago that they did the surgery on me, just 1 year in April that they cleaned the artery out. There was no plaque in there. It was all scar tissue is what was blocking. So anyway, I'm going to hop off for now. I may be back and tell you some more things, but I'm sitting on my patio and it is chilly out here, but it feels good to be out here and enjoy this. And I hope the sun comes out soon. It may be going to rain because it really clouded up. But anyway, I will see you soon. Okay, I just wanted to come back for a second and finish this video off. I went inside for a little while, and now that I came back out, and it seems so much warmer because the wind has died down and it's not blowing near like it was, so it doesn't feel quite as chilly out here. But I wanted to show you my flowers over here. I got those at Lowe's, and I got those before I went in to the hospital, before I went to the ER. And while I was in the hospital, I guess it stormed over here and blew the yellow one off onto the ground, and it came out of the pot. But when I got back home, I repotted it. But it was just some of the flowers had died in it, and it was real sparse. So I went back to Lowe's with Eric yesterday and got me some more to fill in the pot. And you know what? I think I just felt a sprinkle. It has looked like it was going to rain for quite a while, but it hasn't. But it may be getting ready to, because I think I felt some. Anyway, I tried to get the patio cleaned off. I turned on my hose to hose off everything, and it's got a slit in it, and it just squirted me yesterday. It got me sopping wet. So I've got to get me a new hose, and I'm going to finish hosing off the patio. The birds, every time they go over there and get any food out, they throw it out on the ground for some reason. I don't know what their problem is. I've got some stale crackers I crumbed up out there, and the squirrel comes and gets it, but they throw their what they don't want to eat, or their empty hulls off of the seeds onto the ground and make a pretty good mess over there. But and then also I got 2 hummingbird feeders that filled up and put up. I don't know, I haven't seen any yet, but maybe they'll come tomorrow if it's warmer and the sun shines. But my cardinal pair, the mama and daddy, both have been in here and eating some of the food, so I was glad to see them back. I got me this little microphone, and I think it done better because I listened to the first part of this video and it didn't even seem like it had the traffic noise, so I hope it does better, and I hope you can hear me better. But I'm gonna go back in because now the wind's picking up now that I've come out here, so, but it had died way down. But I'm just so thankful to have this over with. I don't know, I may be going home with my granddaughter Bethany and she works for a dentist over by St. Louis, and I may be going over there to see about getting me some new teeth. So I don't trust this tooth. It came out twice after I went and had it glued back in. It came out the second time, so anyway, these teeth are about probably maybe at least 6 or 8 years old. I got them when I lived in Florida, and so I may just go over there and get me another set made and be done with it. And then I hope I feel wonderful. Hope I feel wonderful. I am looking for some yellow-eyed beans. I can find them online. I can't find them on Amazon. But when you go to buy them, they're a ridiculous amount of money. And I don't know why, and I don't think that's right, but I can't find any in any of the stores. I know they have them in the South because my mother and I years ago bought some in Alabama, and I've never been able to get them since. And I have some nieces that live down there, and they said they had a hard time finding them too. They are a milder bean than some, but they were so good, and I know we cooked ham in with it, and they were just wonderful, and I'd like to have some. So I'm still looking for them. If anybody knows anywhere in Missouri they sell them, let me know. I've looked up Sam's, and I've looked up Walmart, and I've looked up Whole Foods, I've looked up Sprouts, and both of the grocery stores, but I just can't seem to find them. And they were just such a good bean, yellow-eyed beans. They are kind of a light-colored bean, and then they had that brown eye on them, and they were just a really good. You know how you get to wanting something and you can't quit thinking about it till you find it. I wanted some of those pink mints that was wintergreen. They were about that big around, and they were, a thick, round piece of candy. And Krista took me to Sutherland's, and they had them. They have book candy in there sometimes, but these were in a package. And I just love that wintergreen taste. And so she got me those, and I'd been wanting some of those for a long time. I'm always thinking of something that I used to have years ago, and I wish I had this or that. It's fun to look for things and see if you can find them. Anyway, I will get off for now, and when I get done with the doctor, I'm going to help Eric do a couple of things tomorrow, and then hopefully I'll be able to make a video the next day on Thursday, I hope. It won't be on that quick, but I've got to learn how to edit my own videos because Michelle's so busy, and she's too busy to even show me how. If I don't do it, Chris is going to have to. But I'd like to learn how myself and be able to do what I need to do with my videos and not have to depend on somebody all the time, because they have things that they have to do on their own besides doing things for me. And I'm hoping that I'll feel better and more like doing things for myself. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every one of you, and thank you, and please continue watching, and I will see you soon.